Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you tested?
A little testy.
Perfect. Wow, we're really in the earth right now. We're really in the nature.
Yeah, we found like a random little forest spot on our bike path. It's like literally like a little ditch. We were biking and found this little like side bike off trail. We got some kids screaming in the background.
I think they're just having a really good time. Oh, wow.
Did you can hear that on the mic? Probably.
Dude, I don't even know.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's just, whatever. You know what? I'm going to cut the resistance I have to finding this weird spot. It's perfect the way it is.
Beautiful.
It was meant to be. Okay, cool. Welcome back to the Humans Being
Podcast.
Yeah. I sounded kind of like Kermit.
I like it. Episode 2, I guess, released.
Yeah, I guess episode 2. Our other 2 episodes we released last year have disappeared, and we can't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
So, technically 4, but
This is the official.
this is 2 now.
That's yeah. No. What is that? Is that a mushroom?
You scared me. That is a mushroom.
Okay.
Wait, why'd you throw it like that?
Oh, I didn't know what it was.
You thought it was a bug?
Maybe, yeah.
We are laying in, like, straight nature.
Yeah.
You know what? It's okay. We're grounding.
Yeah.
We're grounding. It's all good.
It's a peaceful.
So how you doing?
I'm doing good. I've been my sleeping schedule's been a little wild, as you know.
Oh, I know.
I've been going to bed at like 7 a.m. and waking
Yeah.
up at 3 p.m.
Yeah, that literally was me until today. I finally woke up at 9 a.m. and I was like, I should probably get up to reset my schedule. Like, there must be a reason why I just woke up. And then I just made myself get out of bed, and then I got my coffee, and then I was good for the rest of the day.
Yeah, you slept earlier, which was nice. We've been
Yeah.
kind of transitioning because we're coming from the other side of the world.
Yeah.
So
We've
jet
been
lag is still.
jet-lagged for like a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to
Reset it once you get in that routine.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to reset it.
We've been missing the sun in the morning. Oh, I have.
Yeah, I've been getting a little sun here and there. But the weird thing about Netherlands is, like, it's cloudy and then sunny and then cloudy and then sunny and then a little
There's
bit
like
more
little
clouds.
gaps of sun.
Yeah.
You gotta capture them while they're there.
Yeah, it makes you appreciate it more, though, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
true.
not just hot.
Yeah,
all
when
the
it's out, you like run out and you're like, yeah, sun.
Yeah. Yeah, I swear I did that like 5 times today.
Yeah. I remember last year we came from Italy, and it was like so hot there, like going outside.
Oh my
So
gosh,
it
it
was
was
extreme.
like 35
Yeah,
degrees.
so you're like trying to avoid the sun, and then we came here and we're like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
here was perfect.
Yeah.
Here is perfect.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Wow. So, I had something I wanted to tell you, and I've been wanting to tell you for the last day and a half, but I was like, wait, I'm gonna save this for the podcast.
Nice.
But now I can't remember what it is.
What? No. Sure?
Oh wait, no, I remember.
Okay, good.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So I had a whole new perspective change on working out.
Oh yeah, nice.
And I kind of maybe didn't mention that.
You hinted at it.
Yeah, I had to tell you. I was so excited. 'Cause I was like, I think for the very first time in my life, I was present while doing a workout, and it made me realize that beforehand, when every time I've went to the gym and worked out, I haven't been present, and there's always been this voice playing in my head that adds so much heaviness and weight to doing the activity that I'm trying to do that it makes it so much more difficult to do. So for the first time, I think 2 days ago, it was literally a 10-minute ab workout, but I had just gotten up from that meditation that we did. Remember that one? That meditation.
Which one?
No, well, you fell asleep after.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I was like, my mind was like, you need to go work out. Like, go work your abs, because I felt my gut chakra, it was kind of blocked. And I was like, but it was like a physical thing. It was like, this needs to be released physically. So go do an ab workout. And it was one of the best ab workouts I've ever done.
Wow.
Yeah, because well, it's crazy because it's like I told you this previously too, but we never posted that episode. But up until this year, I was never aware of the voice in my mind that was playing the story of me thinking that I was not good enough.
Sorry, there's a plane flying over right now.
You want to get...
He wants a little section for himself. Say a little hi, Mom. Also, I think we're good. I should have brought like a iPhone charger. I'm at like 3%.
Wait, I'm letting him speak.
Okay, my bad. Say what you need, plane.
Okay, you can go.
Oh no, I was just saying. We might just our phone might randomly die. I'm at like 3%.
The rest of this is gonna be us like
Yeah.
back in the field.
Yeah.
The high-pitched squeals.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, up until this year, I didn't recognize the voice that was always playing in my head that was telling me that I was like not enough, that I looked bad, that I was ugly, that even while I was working out, what I was doing wasn't enough. And it was just this very like degrading loop of thoughts that have probably been going on in my mind since I've been a little girl. And since I've become aware of them and recognized them this year, and I've been like slowly releasing all of the pain related to those beliefs, including while I work out, because that was always playing in my mind while I worked out. Now I feel so much lighter and clearer and just amazing.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I guess maybe working out itself was a trigger for all the belief systems that reignite. So all the heaviness was associated to the working out.
Yeah, because I think the sole motivator to work out was like trying to become somebody else or trying to like look a certain way or be something else for what I thought the standard had to be for me. But now I see it more as like, and I did another workout today and I was like, same perspective, and I feel so good after doing it. It's more of like just an energy release, and it's something my body craves now.
That's beautiful.
But in a healthy way.
Yeah, it's like a transmutation of energy. Allows you to, that's what I think prior to people that struggle with meditating maybe at first, the ability to express their energy through a action source like working out or a sport or
even an art form.
Or an art form, yeah.
Or screaming. Scream therapy is a thing.
True. Yeah. Do they have like scream rooms where you go and just scream?
I don't even know how it works.
Like
but
where
that's
is it?
Funny to
Where's it acceptable to scream?
I'm thinking
in maybe
of
your
like
own house.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah, for real. Into your pillow.
Yeah, I don't know. But if you think about it, like there's this theory about, you know, how babies just have to scream to let out all of their energy and then they're fine. Like
yeah,
right
they
after.
go full out.
Oh, I know.
It's like animals do that when they're in stress mode. They go full stress and then they go straight back to chilling right after they've expressed their fight or flight. Whereas like a lot of humans just ride out in fight or flight pretty much their whole lives. They're just like always in slight fight or flight.
True. And then we numb it.
Yeah.
And it's like not there for a minute, for a little bit, and then the next morning you wake up and you're back in that mode that your body's used to being in. So I wonder how scream therapy would be. I'll try it one day.
Sometime, yeah. We just scream. We should find a spot and just go scream. Find a random like country that we've never been to and just go on the streets and scream.
We should podcast it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
I was just screaming.
We'll take you with us. This is an hour of screaming in the ear. Yeah.
There'd be one person that would watch that. Healing.
With some music behind it, some rock music.
Yeah.
A little screamo.
Yeah, for real.
Well, that's beautiful. I like the, yeah, it's huge. Healing your perspective on moving your body. It's not this intense thing where there's a resistance or a force to you and shame or trying to control or change, but more of a outlet of energy. Yeah. An art form.
Exactly. I feel so good after doing it too. Viewing it that way.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's something crazy. I didn't get that until like a few days ago, so.
Yeah, I think that's powerful because I think a lot of people that's pretty common for people. A lot of people, I think, is this resistance to working out, to like a lot of pain associated to it, maybe a lot of shame, maybe a lot of resistance.
Yeah. Or like, do you ever have, when you work out, like, have you ever had that, like, the voice in your head that's like, you piece of shit, like, come on, like, you can do better, you can do more, you look like shit.
I think more so, certain workouts I had to force myself are a lot more painful. There's a lot more resistance for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I was doing that Pilates thing with you, that to me is really, really painful. Like, everything in my body resists that.
Oh, wow.
And because there's just so many muscles I never use.
Right, that's, yeah.
But, like, when I climb, I love it. Like, we're actually on our way to the climbing gym, but, like, climbing for me, I wake up and I go to bed excited to climb. So I don't even associate it to, like, I mean, it is working out because you're working on a whole bunch of your muscles.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it so much that it's like...
And, yeah, it's kind of like Pilates, but in your own way. And you're working so many weird little muscles.
Yeah.
And, yeah, see?
And biking, too.
Gaining that loving perspective for it changes...
Yeah, your whole experience with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, instead of it being like this forceful, I gotta go work out, I gotta like, there's like all this resistance. Even with food, it's like that too. Like, people are really resistant to eating healthy food because they associate it to tasting bad.
Right.
Or like to being restrictive. Whereas, like, you are an artist cook, so like, you use healthy food, but you make it taste really good. And it's not really restrictive because you can pretty much have any option. So...
Well, thank you.
Changing that association of you can do things that are good for you and also enjoy them at the same time, I think it's really
so
powerful.
True.
Like, find the things that either healing the relationship with working out, like you were talking about, and pulling up whatever resistance is there, or finding activities that you naturally enjoy that are a side effect of that is moving your body, or
yeah. No, that's so true. I mean, but, like, I'm not gonna lie. Up until I met you, before I met Christian, I wasn't the healthiest. Like, I'm not as healthy as I am now, obviously. But you introduced, like, a plant-based diet into my life. And I think there's a pigeon in the bush.
Yeah, I hope it's a pigeon.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
I saw it. I think
it's a hedgehog.
Dude.
Just a hedgehog comes, like, strolling out.
I love hedgehogs. There's, like, literal wild hedgehogs here. And I saw one the other night, and I went and picked some Japanese berries for him, and he just ran away. He didn't want anything to do with me.
Uh-huh. Didn't want the Japanese berry.
Yeah, but I was, like, freaking out. And Joe was there, and he was like, dude, it's just... He's like...
Yeah, there's so many wild hedgehogs
hedgehog.
here. So cool. Little hedgehogs.
I'm, like, fangirling over this
so
hedgehog.
Cute. Sorry, I was saying, you're saying that you adopted a healthier lifestyle.
Oh, because of you, because when I met Christian, he was, well, you still are, but you were, like, full vegan and gluten-free. Yeah. And I wanted to, like, my love language is making food for other people and also eating that food. But I really wanted to make, like, something that you'd love. Because it's just, like, I don't know, it just runs in my family. Like, we love doing that for people. So it challenged me in a way that I haven't really been challenged before in terms of, like, cooking things and trying to be creative with things and make them vegan and gluten-free and taste good. So that literally changed my whole life.
Changed my life, too. I think it was a beautiful blend, because I think I had the health side where I prioritized, like, kind of saw everything as, like, fuel or health or, like, motivation.
You didn't prioritize taste whatsoever.
Yeah, I didn't prioritize enjoyment or taste or...
Which is, like, I was the opposite.
Yeah,
like,
so that blend together where it's, like, you could create something that tasted really good.
It was good for you.
But it was also good for you. Oh, it is a pigeon.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey,
Pidgey. Do you want to get on the mic?
Wonder if you can see him in the camera. He might be right out of frame.
Oh, man. Come
in.
in.
He's a big pigeon. They got big pigeons here.
He's looking.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
He's so purty.
Pigeons being.
It reminds me of an experience I had when we were in Mexico.
Yeah.
And you went somewhere, and I was at Starbucks by myself, and there was this one-legged pigeon that was hanging out with me. And he was the cutest little, like, pigeon ever. He was, like, just limping over. He only had one leg. And I was feeding him some, like, I forgot what it was. I think gluten-free crackers or something.
Oh my gosh.
But I had this little vibe session with this little
this tiny pigeon.
Yeah, he was, like, so cute.
Oh,
he was missing a leg.
I remember that day. Oh my gosh, that was the day that I was like, I used to be so resistant to being around girls or women because of a lot of trauma in my past with them, and that was the day that I was trying to avoid a bunch of, like, this beautiful invite that I got to go hang out with a bunch of awesome girls that I met in Mexico, but I wish I would have went now, but yeah, that brought back a whole thing of memories. Wow. That was crazy. But yeah, I remember the Starbucks and the pigeon, and I think I was shopping.
Yeah, I think you went to a store, and I was just getting Starbucks with a pigeon.
Yeah. I love taking you shopping because you're like the typical like boyfriend. You go sit in those chairs that they put for the boyfriends.
Yeah, it's nice that they have those.
Yeah.
Little chair.
I think some stores are adding like little golf sessions.
They should.
And stuff too for
Just
them to
vibe
be
out.
occupied.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It's so funny.
A little something to do.
I'm just not a shopper anymore though. We were just at the mall actually.
Yeah, it's a cool experience seeing malls in different countries because everywhere's got its unique spin on a unique spin on the mall, typical mall. And I think growing up in Canada and America, there's like you're used to seeing a certain type of mall, and everyone's got a unique spin on it. Like here, there's these giant animatronic mushrooms and like hedgehogs that were on a talking tree.
Yeah, and the tree was like widening its eyes, and then it was closing its eyes, and it was widening, and it was really weird.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty wild.
It was pretty cool.
And then some singing bears.
Yeah, it's kind of like Disney vibes.
Yeah.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's vibing.
I really like it. I realized during these podcasts I like move around a lot because I have this like ADHD.
Yeah,
I can't sit still.
Yeah, after a while, I think we gotta do like walking podcasts at a certain point.
Yeah.
Also, this might have to be a shorter podcast because
your phone's at
my
3%.
Phone's, yeah, dying.
Oh man, it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll keep going. It's on airplane mode too.
Yeah, I got it on airplane mode. I got it on low brightness, saving that battery. We don't charge our phones actually, or I definitely don't.
No, I never. That's something that happened too when I met you. Is I stopped caring about if my phone was charged all the time, and I used to be very like specific with that. Like it always had to be at least 80% or higher.
Yeah.
And then I met you. You were so chill, and you're like, you just left it in people's cars and Ubers, and you're like, I don't need my phone. Like, it takes me out of the moment.
Well, I think I was really prioritizing presence, and I didn't, especially after like 15 years of working in the influencer space and always have to be on my phone. It's like nice to not have to be on my phone. I'm just like, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm gonna put my phone like over there, and I don't want to look at it because I'd rather be where I'm at, you know.
And I love that. I was like, wait, you can just do that? You don't have to respond to people right away. You can just leave your phone there and it's fine, and like the world doesn't end. Yeah. And then I got used to that too.
I took it to a different level. Like I'm to the point, and not even because like the people who know me, but I don't respond on socials or my phone. Like I'll have friendships, but when I'm with you, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And
you've always been like that.
And I've always been like that. Like I don't message back and forth.
You're not a big texter.
Yeah, I'm not a big texter, not a big messenger.
You're good at FaceTime calls.
Yeah, FaceTime calls. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And FaceTime calls will usually be at night, like late at night, when I'm like back at home.
Yeah, because you're always doing something.
I'm always in the moment or in nature or something. So.
Yeah, but.
And it's not because I don't want to talk to people. It's just because like I love being with who I'm with in the moment.
Yeah, no, and I think all of your closest people know that about you, and they accept that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
This pigeon.
There's 2 pigeons in there. Why is he staring at us like that?
Oh, yeah. His eyes like...
Is they have like a nest or something?
Hey, dude. I think he's trying to threaten us. He's like, what you doing up in my space, boy?
Maybe they have a pigeon nest.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude.
They're like, hey, what y'all doing over here?
Maybe they're just audience. They just like the podcast.
Live audience of the podcast.
I just wanted to say,
keep checking my battery life.
If this podcast ends abruptly, it's because Christian's phone died.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Oh my gosh.
I had it at like 20%, but we've been biking. I gotta get the layout down of the map here. So I'm like holding my phone with one hand as we bike, looking for spots. Getting a workout biking too. That's another one. Like, and actually one of the primary reasons we love the Netherlands is the biking everywhere. Like, you don't. Whoa, big hummingbird.
Where?
Right over there. He's like.
I never heard of a big hummingbird.
He's like red. I've never seen one that big.
No way.
Yeah, that's cool. He flew over there.
Dang.
But yeah, biking, getting used to the biking.
Oh, it hurts your booty for the first week and a half.
Yeah, it works out so many muscles.
Oh my
in
gosh.
your legs, and
even
your butt.
just sitting on it though,
Yeah.
like the muscles you're sitting on it, like it's like it kind of hurts for a little bit.
No, it really does hurt when you first get back into it. I remember like when we first got here, we were talking to one of our friends here, based here, and we walked to his house, and it was like a pretty decent walk. We took a train, biked, and then went on a walk. And we walked quite a bit. Like, there's a period of our life where we were walking like 2 hours a day, probably like 10,000 steps.
Back to when we wouldn't rent cars.
Yeah, we'd just walk everywhere.
Yeah.
But it was like a lot of walking for us. And I was like, whoa, I'm not used to this much walking. And he was like, what, you're not used to walking? He was stunned. You're so caught off guard. So thinking like in the West, in a lot of countries actually, you're so used to driving everywhere.
Yeah.
Where you just like, especially Canada, because everything's so far, so you just drive everywhere.
It's so true.
But like,
that's also like it. Yeah, the amount of physical activity we've gotten just in this week and a half of being
yeah,
here.
because you're connected to, you have to export energy to move.
To go to the grocery store to go get food, you have to move. Yeah. It's like, I like it that way though.
Yeah, it's nice, and it puts you in you see so many things that you wouldn't see if you're in your car.
Oh yeah, I feel way more present. And cars, like, what was your dad saying that one time where like it stirs up the ions or something in your, what is that?
Yeah, I've never looked into the science of it, but I have felt that if I'm on a road trip for a long time and not moving, and there's some disconnection between the speed you're going and your body moving. I've even found this like disconnect in when I'm working online. Mm-hmm. If your mind is moving really fast but not at the same pace as your body, there's this weird disconnect where
it's almost like a nausea.
Yeah, it creates like a nausea, or a, I don't know, just feels like out of sync. Yeah. Whereas if you're moving well, your mind's moving at a similar pace. There's almost this holistic feeling. I don't know if a lot of people notice, but for me, I definitely notice it, because if I'm driving a lot, I take on this stress almost. Mm-hmm. It's like nauseated stress that just takes me out of the present, and it's just a lot of traffic, a lot of energy moving. Yeah. Like you're not grounded because
rubber.
Yeah, you have rubber tires, so you're disconnected from
the ground.
The ground, yeah. You're not grounding. I haven't looked into any of the science of it, but I definitely feel when I'm driving a lot, disconnected.
Yeah, I think that's, my mom asked me, like, what is the most, like, what are you excited for most going to Holland, Netherlands? And I was like, it's the biking. I love it just feels like I went back in time, and it's just a simple life.
Yeah.
It just feels simple.
Yeah, the simplicity takes a load of, I love you, Paige. It takes the simplicity almost as a cleansing for your brain, having to make all these decisions and so much stimuli all the time, where it's just like super grounded, very minimal, not a lot of overload of options.
Yeah.
It's like nice. It's a clean cleanse.
I find typical cities in Canada or in the US very highly stimulating, and I can't, like, my body and my mind can't really deal with like high stimulation for that long. Like, I get very overstimulated very quickly with like lots of people and noise. And but then here, even the city center here is so, there's still some, like, I think maybe because like there's a bunch of nature connected to it, like water and canals, that it still feels very grounding to me.
Yeah.
To be in.
There's still a lot of stimuli in the cities, but it's a lot less.
It's just a different type.
Yeah, different type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, when you're driving a car in this city, it is crazy.
Yeah, you don't want to drive a car here. We rented a car the first time when we came here, and like everyone was biking. You can't move at all.
Yeah.
Not to move, unless you're like going to explore the country. like around maybe for like a few days or something. Go and check out like different parts of the country.
Yeah.
But the public transport is so good here.
The amount of like, oh my gosh, we were stuck in like the middle of the city with like thousands of bikes just going around us,
Yeah,
and we were
it's
just sitting there in the
crazy.
car like, how do we get out of
Yeah,
here?
no, just stuck.
That's crazy. What's he doing? Oh my gosh, I should have brought the Japanese berry for him.
You're in these Japanese berries.
Yeah, we have a Japanese
berries.
wineberry bush.
I tried one yesterday. You gave me one yesterday. It kind of tastes like a raspberry, but like more sour and then more sweet at the same time.
Well, I think
Weirdly.
I keep giving you the wrong ones because like you got to get the really red ones for it to be sweet.
Hmm. You're not giving me the red ones.
I think there's even more red,
Oh, okay. Got you.
but they're very yummy.
I have to try a ripe one.
And I was searching up their nutritional benefits today, and they're really good
Oh,
for you.
I like that.
I don't remember why,
It's just good.
but I just remember they're really good for you.
Wow. I like that.
So, should we?
Yeah, maybe we should.
We should end this because
maybe
your
we should
phone's
end
at
it. Yeah, before we die.
like 2%.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this mix of. Whoa, we got a bug on you. For this podcast.
That was such a gentle way of pushing it off. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go climb. Get some energy out. We're getting a bike ride.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna go write my book.
We shall see you when we see you.
We'll see you next podcast. Wow, I love the humans being, because it's not like we have anything specific we need to talk about. It's just us chilling.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I love it.
Thanks for hanging out with us and just vibing along.
We'll see you next week. Give him a kiss.
Love you.